The last video that I just put up was on this chainsaw right here, this old John Deere 60V chainsaw, because it would not oil. I could not make it oil, so I asked for your help. If you guys missed that video, I do have a quick link up here for you in the information button. As well as at the end of this video, I got some really good thumbnails there for you to click on too if you want to check that video out. On that video, I was a little hard on this little guy. I'm sorry for calling you a son of a bitch. You're a good boy. Good boy. Yeah, he oils great now. And you know what? It's all because of you guys. We fixed this thing. We, you and I. Hey, welcome back to Steve's Small Engine Saloon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to splash my website there one more time, stevesmallenginesaloon.com, in case you want to check that out after this video. So, yeah, normally I'd be sipping on this thing right now, but it's a little early in the morning right now, so I'm not going to touch that. Plus, I think we're probably going to be cutting with this thing. A lot of you guys were saying, hey, you know what? Take some kerosene and some diesel and fill and dump all your chain oil out of the reservoir and dump in some kerosene or diesel because it's kind of got some detergent in it. And try running it with that and seeing if that frees up anything. Well, I didn't have any. I didn't have any diesel or kerosene. I didn't feel like going down to the store because I'm very impatient. And what I did have, though, do you guys remember that video I did on penetrating oil, homemade penetrating oil, the concoction that my brother told me, half ATF, half acetone. Got link up there for you too if you want to actually see that video. But I did have some of that. I was a little nervous of that because I thought, oh, maybe acetone. There's a lot of O-rings and stuff in there. Maybe not. I did it anyways. I ran it. I pumped that thing. Pump. Ran it outside for, 5 minutes. Tried to get as much of that in as I could. Still didn't work. So then a lot of your other comments were like, pressurize the oil tank and see if any oil actually comes out. I almost did not try that. You know why? Because the new chainsaws out there, that will not work on a new chainsaw. If it's not running and that little oil pump's not spinning around and around, the air is blocked through there. You can't do that. It won't work on most new chainsaws. But I went, well, okay, here we go. I got nothing to lose. Let's try it. So I still had that ATF and acetone mix in there. I need to pressurize that tank now and see what happens. So I made this little bung. I know, I could just take my my air compressor gun right there and put a rag around it or something like that. I didn't want to make a mess, and I just happened to have this little rubber grommet around. I just trimmed it up a little bit so it actually fit right in there. I held it in there like that. Put my air gun in there. Pressurized the tank. And nothing, it's still no oil was coming out. And I went, oh, well, there you go. That figures. I didn't really think there was going to be oil coming out anyways. But then I went, you know what? I'm getting a little frustrated now. I got nothing to lose here. And I said, I'm just going to give her. I stuck that back in there. I stuck that air compressor down there and just blasted in there as hard as I could. And all of a sudden, I heard a pop, and it sounded just like that. And I went, oh no. I just blew a line off. It sounded just like an oil line in there that got filled up with air and exploded like a balloon. It went pop. It was like really loud. And I went, oh, okay, no. And then I looked down and there was oil. There was actually oil coming out that hole now. And I went, no way. No way. I'm starting to get excited now. I pumped that thumb ball down, and that's what it did. You see that? You're pumping that manual one down now, and it's squirting oil out of there. I was so happy. It was ridiculous. I said I couldn't run outside fast enough and start this thing up. I ran outside and started her up, and there was oil coming out where I've never seen oil come out before. It was a nice flow of oil. I'm going to show you that right now, actually. I'm not going to go outside because I got my ventilation system going full speed in here. It's actually quite cold in here. Check this out. Absolutely unbelievable stream of oil coming out there now, and the little adjuster on the top actually works. I can turn it down and turn it back up again. So she works. Oh, he works great now. I get to cut some wood. Well, I haven't had any beer today, so it's a little early. I've owned this chainsaw for 4 years and I have never cut a piece of wood with it yet. This is the first time. I couldn't do it because it wasn't oiling. Well, guess what? Time to wake up the neighbors. Shh. She's already warmed up. As you can see, I got all my PPE gear on, personal protection equipment. Let's see how she cuts. He's a beauty, eh? I am so happy. I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. You guys and girls out there put the comments down on that last video and you helped me think outside the box a little bit more, helped me use a little bit more common sense and figure this out. And it works absolutely awesome. I can't even believe that this is happening now. 4 years I've had this sucker and she finally works. Guys, please give yourself a thumbs up button on that one. Put some comments down right underneath this video. Share this with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And you know what? It's still a little early for me in the morning. I gotta wait a little bit. But till the next time, guys. Steve out.